Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's the penultimate day of this crazy trip. There are so many miles behind me. There is still a lot to go. I'm off to Le Mans today. Let's have it. There's slightly less riding today by taking a route that has no tolls, which is what I plan to do because I have a bit more time on my hands today. It says something like 5 hours 10 minutes to get there, which in reality is probably 6.5, 7, which will get me to Le Mans fairly soon because it's 9 o'clock now, which means I'll get there in time to find my Airbnb, get settled, and then go out and get dinner. That was my plan here in Bordeaux last night, but as it turned out, I was just too shattered. So the host had left coffee making facilities and tea making facilities in the room, and this little kind of sponge cake thing. So that was my dinner last night, and then I just collapsed and went to bed at, I don't know, about 9 o'clock, and I slept through till 8. So I obviously needed the sleep as much as the bike needs a clean, and then get on the road. Well, that was last night's accommodation. I was on the 3rd floor. I can see the room I was in from here, and I had a perfect view of the bike. Not that it was necessary, because this is probably the quietest area I've been. No, that's not true. The Sahara Desert was the quietest area I've been. But this was very quiet and pleasant, and it was a lovely apartment. So I had a good night's sleep, and now I can be on my way. Right, Le Mans is the next stop. Well, actually, to be fair, breakfast is the next stop, and petrol. The rhythm of the road. My backside feels a little bit tender already. It's not a good sign, is it? But then, if you add up the hours that it's been sat on this saddle over the last 10 days now, it's not surprising. I've got nothing but praise for this bike, I have to say. There's a cafe, that would have done for breakfast, but it's not open because I'm too early. It's 9:10, and obviously they're having none of it. That would have done, actually, that would have been fab. Never mind. I missed a customer by not opening. Not that I would have increased their fortunes particularly. Also on a coffee. Yes, if I was permanently on the road, like some of the... Oh, I've gone wrong. How did I manage that? If I was permanently on the road, like some of the people I watch on YouTube, I would do much smaller days. No, I can't go up there anyway. It's one way. Right. Completely lost. Completely lost. That didn't take me long to get lost, did it? Right turn, right turn. Back on track. Yeah, I would do much shorter days. I reckon the ideal riding time, if I was doing this permanently, would be maybe set off at 8 in the morning and finish by 2 in the afternoon, and then get yourself sorted, because if you're vlogging, there's a lot of work behind the scenes that has to be done all the time, and then you get a chance to have a look around, get something to eat and rest. But obviously this has been a rather mad endurance motorcycle tour where it's been 12, 13, 14, even 16-hour days just to get me to the Sahara and back in 10 days from London, England. And certainly got to the Sahara. Can't wait to edit the footage from that. It's going to be interesting, I'm sure. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really will make a difference. The more subscribers the merrier. Like and comment and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Let's get some miles done. It's been between kind of 9, 10, 12 and a half degrees at the moment, and I am cold. Where am I going? I don't know. Yeah, I'm cold. So the route hasn't quite delivered what I wanted it to. I was hoping for rural D roads, and that's not what I've got. What I've got is a dual carriageway, but it's okay. It's still more interesting than just riding on the motorway on the péage, but not quite as interesting as I hoped for. But not to worry, that's okay. Right, stick the bike here. And the plan is to go and get myself a coffee and warm up for a bit. Yeah, what I'm probably finding is this many days into extreme hours on the bike and extreme miles each day, my resilience is probably dropping a bit. And earlier, 10 days ago, I'd probably just pushed on, but I'm sat there shivering. So I need to get warm. Need to look after myself a little bit, I think. And I've got loads of time today. If I wasn't stopping now, I'd be in Le Mans by 3:30. I'm checking in at 5, so if I have a few breaks between now and then, I'll arrive at just the right time for my Airbnb to get myself sorted and then walk into Le Mans. I'm not going to ride into Le Mans, walk into Le Mans if I can, and then I will get myself a meal. So as I was saying, as I was just getting off the bike, the route hasn't provided the rural D roads passing through lots of villages like I'd hoped for, but it's kind of given me a compromise because I'm seeing villages off to my left and right occasionally, not that often, but occasionally. The countryside's interesting enough, and I'm still making good progress on the dual carriageway, so it's a good compromise really, to be honest. And I'm not paying tolls because they add up. You know, 15 euros here, 7 euros there, etc. It all adds to the fuel costs. Plus the sat nav says that I'm saving 14% fuel by coming this way. So result, the problem is it's cold and it's also been raining on and off the whole time, so getting warm is a good idea. The Travis song, "Why Does It Always Rain on Me," springs to mind always as I'm riding through France. I get wet. Never mind. Right, back at it. absolutely horrible. Because the rain got really heavy whilst I was riding and couldn't really stop. I've not got my rubber oversuit on, but the Alpine Dry Star seems to be holding up quite well. But oh my gosh, it's heavy. Heavy and relentless. But the sky looks a bit brighter this way, fingers crossed. I wanted rural France and I've got it, and it's wet. It'd be good if I could stop shivering. 12.5 degrees, fairly heavy rain for most of the journey so far, and very heavy rain for some of the journey so far. I will be glad to get to Le Mans, so I can dry out, get warm, get some work done, and then have a little explore and eat something. Very pretty, much better than the Péage. Having fun yet? I think the rain is finally easing off a little bit. That would be really good news. Well, that's unexpected. Unpaved road. Didn't expect to be doing this in France. Well, I'm happy to go with it. It's like being back in Morocco. I've just changed the battery in the GoPro because it ran out. It is absolutely disgusting. The rain is just constant, and I'm froze and I'm wet, but I think I've got 14 kilometres to Le Mans. I intend to get to my accommodation, hopefully be able to get in straight away. I've got a couple of notifications from Airbnb on my phone, but everything's so wet I can't operate it, so I need to dry it off. It's not recognising my fingers on the screen. Hopefully I can get in, and then what I'm going to do is get dry, get warm, get a bit of work done, transfer my GoPro files over to my laptop, so I'm not doing it right at the end of the day like normal, and then I will go out and find something to eat for the evening, and that'll be a day. Oh my gosh, having said all that, it's been such a spectacular ride. I've loved every second. Right, I've stopped because there's messages from Airbnb on my phone which I can't access because the screen is just not doing anything, just completely wet. So there's a supermarket here. I'm going to go inside, dry my phone off, pick up the messages, because if I've got to wait around or something, I'd rather do it somewhere dry than just out in the street. So that's my plan. Take the bike keys with you, don't lose those. What a day, what a day. It's disgusting. My glasses are misted up, I can't see a thing. Anyway, try and get dry in here if I can for a bit. Just loiter around and dry my phone off. All fun and games. Might get a bit warmer as well because I'm absolutely froze. Where'd you get in? Is it here? No, that's where you get out. Maybe. Don't know. It was worth stopping just to sort myself out, but there was nothing of importance from Airbnb. Just reminding me to leave a review on one of the previous places I stayed. I haven't done any of that yet because I'm still away. I'll worry about that when I get home. But you can see just how horrible it is out here. It is not nice at all. Anyway, I think I've got about half an hour of riding left, and then hopefully I can get warm and dry. See my bike, that's not been pinched, that's always a good sign. I'm actually quite impressed with the Alpine Star suit today, having moaned about it before. My crotch is a bit wet, but I think my top half has stayed dry. So it must gather somewhere around the seams when I'm sat and then find its way in. My crotch is probably drier than when I have the rubber oversuit on, because I think that funnels it down through my neck and straight down between my legs. Anyway, back to it. I was a bit worrying that the sat-nav just had a white blank screen. I really don't want that to die. Having said that, I'll bring it up on my phone if need be. I've put my phone away now so it doesn't get any wetter than it needs to. Let's get this going so that it's got a chance to sort itself out. Oh, if this had been a sunny day, it would have been the most spectacular day's riding. As it is, it's just a spectacular day's riding. I still loved it though. I'm so glad I didn't go on the péage. I had a bit more time to play with, so I could afford to take a more interesting route. And it really was more interesting, it was great. Right, and I got, yes, I have still got navigation. Right, okay, I'll go back to where I was. Well, I said to my guest what time I might arrive. I said 5 o'clock. And it's now saying 10 to 5, so that was a pretty good guess, to be fair.
blasters are steaming up, can't see a thing. Alright, right turn here. Le Mans is on the signpost. Good. Maybe this is the racetrack. I don't know. It says 24-hour Le Mans, which obviously is what this place is famous for, certainly what I know of it for. When it rains, it rains. What I really like the look of Le Mans. I will definitely be coming back out once I'm settled. Find somewhere to eat this evening. Hopefully it won't be raining like this, but I'm not going to spend the rest of the day in my room. I'm going to come and have a look at this wonderful little town. .1 miles and it says I've arrived. Let's hope so. I'm ready to stop for the day. Street now. Can't remember the number of the place I'm after. Might be number 9, I think. Don't know. I'll look on the phone. Doesn't look like it's going to be very good for parking. Again, my phone's so wet I can't operate it. Right, I've established that I think it's just over there, number 9. If that's 31, that's 27, it looks promising. I don't think I'm even going to try and get those gloves back on, they're so wet, I'll never get my hands in them. Just wedge them in there, hopefully they won't get lost. I'll turn the bike around, see if I can park outside the apartment or a bit closer to it. There's always that place there next to that, whatever it is. Is it a Royal Enfield? I have no idea. because I got a parking permit. Oh, I don't know. I will come back if need be. Is that an old British bike? I have no idea. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. Somebody will tell me. Anyway, hope I can leave the bike there because it's nicely positioned. Let's see if I can find number 9. Be good if I can. Bonjour. Huh? Yeah. Ah, parlez-vous anglais?
Vous parlez un peu français?
I don't know.
No, oh, it's difficult.
It's difficult, yes.
But it's here.
Well, I have made it to Le Mans. I can hear the rain hammering down outside. That's the courtyard of my accommodation. I'm in a little annex, this kind of quaint wooden building. I'll show you at the risk of getting absolutely soaked. I'm in there. It's fab. So I have down here, I have a workspace where I'm going to spend the next couple of hours transferring GoPro files to my laptop. And then if I take you upstairs, it's like being in a hobbit hole. It's fab. If I take you upstairs, I have this area to sleep in, so it's going to be fine. I'm going to be cozy tonight, and then first thing in the morning, probably about 8 o'clock, I'm going to set off for my tunnel, which is at 2:20, and I think I've got a 4-hour ride. I may even set off a bit earlier than 8, I don't know, we'll see. I'll see how I go. I am going to head into Le Mans. I passed a load of really nice looking restaurants about a 5-minute walk from here. So I'm going to have a shower, get warm, do some work, and then I'm going to head into Le Mans, and I'm going to have a decent meal in a restaurant somewhere. I don't know what yet, but I will find something. I'm really hoping the rain eases off, because at the moment it's horrible. I don't know if you can see it out here. Probably hear it. I've been running through that all day. Anyway, I won't take you to the restaurant with me because it's just going to be a lot of hassle filming in the rain like this, etc. So what I'm going to do is say goodbye now. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a complete bonus ride for me, completely. Started off on the dual carriageway, and I thought, well, that's okay, at least I'm off of the péage, off of the motorway. And then I got on the D roads, and it was absolutely sublime. Even the torrential rain didn't spoil it. I was cold, I was shivering, and I was obviously soggy, but I still had a fab time. I just love riding my bike. It's as simple as that. And that little section of unpaved road, what a pleasant little surprise. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. This is my final night of this crazy tour I've been on. And then tomorrow it's back to Calais for the tunnel and then home. And I will end the video, tomorrow's video, I will end once I've got on the train, because you don't need to watch me ride back through the UK. Anyway, again, I hope you liked it. Please like it if you did like it, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. I really do. So until next time, which will be in the morning, see you in the next one.